I'm sure you're familiar with these brands. Persil, both for automatic washing machines. Now, many people ask, between these two, which one is better? The first consideration, they look at the price. So let's also look at the price. So the liquid one was 959, that's 1 liter. The powder one was 479, that's 750 grams. So this one, 1,000 grams is 638 shillings. 1 liter is 959. So we know the prices. Now the question is, do this one and this one have the same ingredients? The answer is yes. Some of the ingredients are there, but others are not. Let me give you an example. This one here, it has enzymes, you can see, and it has surfactants, right? On this other side, you can see the enzymes, I think, down here. The surfactants are here. So let me tell you the functions of this stuff. Number one, the enzymes are there to deal with protein stains, starches, and things like this, my ketchup, my sauce. So whichever you buy, they'll both deal with that. The surfactants are there to deal with oil and grease stains, right? So whichever of this you buy, they will deal with that effectively. But there are differences. So let's look at the differences, and the best way to look at is to look at the ingredients. This one has builders, this one has oxygen bleach. If you look around here, you won't see any builders, you won't see any oxygen bleach. Now, what does that mean, right? And why does it have and this one does not have? It's simple. A huge amount of builders, a huge amount of oxygen bleach, they are more stable in powder, in other words solid form, than they are in liquid form. So that's why they are mostly here. So what's the function of builders? Kazi yao inasaidia kwa nini? Okay, let me give you an example of how a builder is. A builder, in this case, it's somebody that sets the way, removes something, and then builds the condition for something else to work or to move through. In this case, it is dirt and mud, right? Builders, they push mud aside, right? And they build the conditions for surfactants, surface active agents to work. And they work on the grease and oil stains. Sawa sawa. So how do these surfactants and work on the grease and oil stains? It's like a tug of war. One side of the surface agents inashikilia maji, the other side inashikilia the oil. So maji inaipull, hiyo inapull the oil, and it moves out of the fabric. So that's how it works. That's why it needs builders. The first stage, second stage, surfactants zingie. Third stage, they pull the oil and grease out of the fabric. So now let's go to the other part, oxygen bleach. What does it do? Oxygen bleach is very simple. The color purple does not just occur, right? Something causes it to occur. The same thing with stains. They don't just occur that color. Something causes them to occur. It's a chemical compound. Oxygen bleach goes, oxidizes that chemical compound, and then the stain becomes sort of invisible, right? Because the color that causes it to be that color has been acted on upon. That's why this one is also good for white clothes. Sawa. Builders on dirt and mud. Oxygen bleach on white fabrics. So this one is good mostly for white fabrics and for white fabrics and for dirt and mud. Clothes that have a lot of dirt and mud. So is this one useless? No, it is not. Remember, it has enzymes that work on protein, starches, and sauces like ketchup. It also has surfactants that work on grease and oil, and it also has its own advantages. For example, this one is already in liquid form, right? So when you pour it into the water, it starts moving directly to where it needs to go. It does not need a first stage of builders and then it comes through. So the surfactants in this one, they start acting immediately on the oil and grease stains. So it is good for those fabrics that are mostly have that. It is also good for people who use cold water because it's a liquid in a dissolve haraka, right? So based on their delivery methods and their ingredients, we can summarize as such. Powder, they're very good for fabrics that usually have dirt and they have mud, and fabrics that are usually white. These ones are very good for fabrics that have a lot of oil stains and greasy stains and have and when you use cold water a lot. Sawa hivyo tu. Thank you for watching.